Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. I don't even know how to start. I wasn't even going to do this, but oh boy. Okay, let's stay on topic, shall we? Today's been a very educational day. Look, I know there's people out there who don't like me. I get it. I know there's people who don't. Oh, let me just compose myself because you really can't make this shit up anymore. You just can't make this up anymore. Do you know what? You Americanese, and not just you, but the kayak Canadians and the and the prisoners and from Australia, and you all need to get a freaking life. Yeah, the internet is not part of an extension of your life. It is a communication tool, and you are acting like you have the right to do whatever you like on the internet. You don't. You can't go around making assumptions or accusations of, oh. I mean, today I literally had to. Oh, there should be a law against reproduction. Too many idiots around. Today there was and she was right. She was right. I was going to talk about it. Because the thing is, people on these people in this Facebook group They either one way or the other. No, actually, there's three different types of variations. You've got the people who are like full on, and then you got the people who go, and then you got the in betweeners. Oh, and let's not forget the anonymous posters. Now, if you if you did your research, or you actually paid attention, okay, and yeah. Right, and you actually did your research, you would know that if anyone posts anonymously, they can't write with their own account anymore. And we all are fully aware that multiple people have multiple accounts. And like today, someone said that I made a post about something I yet again don't know shit about. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I went down and I typed in a message and then basically took a screenshot to prove. Took it back. As soon as I took it back, because I was polite in what I said, the individual deleted that post. all I did was post a comment to prove that how easy you can prove someone wrong is by commenting, and I did. And I'm getting private messages. Do you know who did it? Do you know who did that? Did you do it? No. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh my God. I swear to God. One, there should be a reproduction policing. If your IQ if your IQ is below 20, you can't reproduce. Just give them a blow up doll. Oh. And if you are considered an idiot village, they need to say. If you are considered an idiot, then they need to send you back to Oregon. They have to send you back to Idiotsville in Oregon, and it won't longer be a ghost town. Oh shit! Oh, Holmes. You just can't keep a serious base. I've never come across such a level of stupidity. Oh my good God. Oh, it's been a very interesting month. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'll come. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I am. You have to be tickled. You have to see the funny side of this. I mean, there must be so many people walking around with yogurt stains on their back of their tops. I mean, seriously, guys, take up self-pleasure and please don't reproduce because there's so many idiots around. I mean, come on. You can't be that stupid and that naive. Oh, yeah, let's just blame the one person that I don't like him. I'm going to blame him. Oh, I don't like her. I'm going to blame her. I mean, do you know what? I am very tempted. I'll be honest with you. I'm very tempted to make a sister group specifically for people who want to make, comments. And as long as you don't put people's personal information in there, you can do exactly what they're doing in that group. And I will have people in there, and you will not be able to post as anonymous. When I first started, I'll be honest with you, and I've admitted that I've posted anonymously. I'm not scared of saying that. But when you got people accusing you right? And I just type in a post to prove that it's not me. Because if you done your research, you will know that you cannot post in that post with your own account any longer once you've set it to anonymous. You know what I mean? He could. I mean, oh shit! And I woke up with a headache. My headache's gone. You lot are so pathetic, you guys, on that Facebook group. I mean, it's actually growing. Someone needs to contact the Oregon government, the Oregon State Commission or whatever, and tell them we found you idiots. They're here. Oh, I don't give a shit no more. I really don't. I don't really care anymore. Oh, this is all so funny. Yeah. Yeah, I'm broke. Yep. Yeah, they broke me. I'm broke. Mayday. Oh, 1 second, I need to blow my nose. Oh my god, a lot came out there. A lot came out. Probably all the shit that. Yeah, let me just get. You can't make this up. I mean, really, you can't. You just can't make it up. Oh. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with seriously? What is wrong with people? Look, first of all, you want any credibility, right? Well, it's a bit of hypocrisy coming out from my mouth now because I've posted anonymously a long time ago, right? But the thing is, there's a lot. We all know that the crampons and the other people from their corner of the ring are in their group, and and we know that they post that. It's obvious. We know that certain individuals that have been mentioned in the past by myself also post anonymously, and they get caught out. But I mean, I got accused of blocking someone today. And I'll be honest with you, I actually turned around to a friend of mine, and I went, "I can't see a post." What do you mean you can't see it? I said, "I can't see a post." I went, "Who is it?" I went, "So and so." And I went, "Wait, who?" He went, "So and so." And I went and looked, and I had her blocked. And I didn't even know she was blocked. I must have blocked her by mistake. I don't know, or I blocked her, you know, because I think the block button is the most fantastic thing you can get on Facebook. Because I wish they had it on YouTube. Oh god, the streams would be so great. They would be so perfect. Peace and quiet. You could have a giggle. Oh shit! Good. I've never laughed so hard. Last time, when was the last time I laughed like that? Quite a while back. It's been a while. I needed that. I really did need that. Good evening. Oh, AVA. Hey, brother. How you doing, dude? I love you too as well, brother. I love you much. And I hope the family and everyone are doing well. Much love, my brother. Much love. Oh, I nearly forgot something. Yeah, I definitely forgot. That can go. Did I go and do it again? I went and gone and done it again, didn't I? I'll be back. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. I forgot to go. I went there. I got the link, and I totally forgot about it. I am just an absolute idiot. I just can't stop laughing. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I've got everything under control. I've got everything under control. It's all under control. Oh, shit. Let me just go do this. Let me just go. Wait. No. No. Mayday. Mayday. Oh, there we go. There you go. Yes. Wait, why is that? There you go. Oh, now I know why. Wait a minute. I know why. I know why. Let me go like that. Like that. And then copy that. Go like that. Do like that. Paste like that. And then we're going to pin that one. And we're going to delete that one. There you go. Is that the right one? Oh, nope. Okay, we'll try that one again, shall we? Oh, what is wrong tonight? Okay, let's go like that. Let's go like that. Copy that. We'll get there in a minute. I just can't concentrate. Let's try. Okay. Try that one. Yes, that's the one. That's for a fellow vet. That's some ale blocked me because I had my way to say about a public post. Me know nothing. Knowing because I can't be asked to care about, nor can I. I can't. He unblocked you. That's the scooter. Yeah, that's the mobility scooter for Eric. Eric is a Navy vet, so if anyone wants help, the link's there. What was I doing before I? Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, actual fact. Let me put this up. Let me do this. I can't believe I have to richly compose. I have to control myself because like some of this shit is too funny. It is just too funny. You can't make this up even if you try. I mean, it's okay. I'll be all right. I promise I'll be all right. I'll be okay. I mean, seriously, guys, if you're on Facebook, look, if you really, yeah, I've got a perfect picture every time I need to, like, just need my 1 second. I've got a perfect picture that I'm not going to put up. Oh, shit. I just can't stop laughing. I really couldn't stop laughing. I really can't. Ooh, right. Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me just get these. So I do apologize. Well, I do and I don't. It's I'm not going to apologize for sitting here and enjoying the moment. Anyway, yeah, seriously, guys, on Facebook, stop projecting your personal issues onto Facebook because yeah. Hang on a minute. Let me just. Oh wait. Okay. Wait. What? Yeah. Oh wait. Yep. Yep. Oh no, I don't have to do it. Oh right. Okay. Yes, I do. Wait. What? Cool. Right. Cool. Sorry, I just can't give a straight face. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Guten Abend. Salam alaikum. Konnichiwa. No, yeah, konnichiwa. Ciao. Bambinos. Bonsoir, mesdames, messieurs. Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Yo, how you doing? AVA, hope you're doing fine, buddy. It's fucking. I really can't. Do you know what? I've totally forgot what I wanted to say now. I really do. And I woke. I thought, yeah, okay, I'll have an early night tonight, and I woke up with a freaking headache. Anyway, yeah. So, right, let's get into this, shall we? No, we won't. Yes, we will. No. Right. Yes. Wait. 1 second. Okay, let me make a couple of things clear. A couple of things we're going to cover tonight. Sienna, hi. Hi, everybody. All right. There's a couple of things we're going to cover tonight because it needs to be said. Let's talk about Facebook. Okay, now people use Facebook to communicate, whatever. Okay, I get it. But what I saw today, and I've seen over the last couple of, well, actual fact, quite a while now, but today was, it was just fucking funny. And I'm going to read out a message that I sent to this individual. I'm going to read it out to you because I have to. All right. Yeah. Basically, today, I was accused, or indirectly, they're offended that I say Americanese, but they don't realize that me going Americanese is actually like a joke. It's a bit of sarcasm, a bit of banter, because over in America, there's a lot of Chinese buying up land and property. So that's why I say Americanese. I have not seen anyone fucking complain about it except this one individual person. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. I mean, if someone called me a sheepshag, do you think that would bother me? Obviously, I know I know that you guys struggle with humor and dark humor, or the British humor, but come on. But anyway, yeah. I made myself a coffee, and it's right in front of me, and I just put the kettle on. Anyway, it's funny how you have to deal with wank stains every time. But anyway, absolute imbecile. But anyway, this is what I wrote to this individual. And if her name's in there, yes, it is. I'm going to name her. Because at the end of the day, false accusations and being a Karen on Facebook is one of the worst things you can do. But anyway, let me read this out to you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I see that someone is upset, so I will try to put this across as politely and respectful as clearly and clearly as I possibly can. I hope that everyone can understand. First and foremost, it seems that some people, in brackets, well, just one in brackets, have a big issue with my satire, humor, and banter. That's okay. It's fine. Like I said, I don't mind constructive criticism. But when someone goes off on someone else and stands on their soapbox, which a lot of people have been doing recently, spreading rumors that I have blocked someone, and when I was typing this out, yeah, I'm sorry there. I'm sorry that I blocked you. I really didn't. I realized I did, so I've unblocked you, so I can see your gibberish. I don't mind. Anyway, spreading the soapbox, spreading rumors that I have blocked someone. Let me put this to bed. 1, I am far from a coward. 2, I blocked you because, yes, I did block you actually. Tell a lie. I know why now. So it wasn't by mistake. I now know why. Because I wrote it there and I cannot remember what it was about now. But anyway, we'll come back to it. I think I know why. I blocked you because, Susanna Parish McKay, you are toxic and not willing to listen to or even try to understand any type of dialogue. Instead, you jump directly into insults and wordplay, considering you sit in other people's live streams, badmouth, and jump on the bandwagon. Now, here is my response to this post. Congratulations on swinging that man sausage for whoever that person is. Well done. And congratulations to that person winning. Now, on that word Americanese, well, that is humor, satire, a little joke, considering I have on multiple occasions been pulled up by the grammar police, in brackets, everyone in the fake group, and others seem to be the oracles of grammar and spelling. I decided to play on that. At no time is it an insult or directed as such. Like you have presumed from brackets from what I read, it sounds like that, bracket close. Now, if you have a failure to accept humor, then I suggest you ignore my streams and any other interaction I have with people on the interwebs. However, to sit there on your high horse and believe that for one moment I am hiding or cowering in a dark corner, no. I distance myself from Kens and Karens as much as I possibly can, as I like my hairstyle and I like my sanity. So in future, if you are offended by satire, humor, or a little joke, then don't listen, as you seem to be the only one complaining from the comments. I believe many others have posted, but I cannot see them as I may be blocked. Good news for me. Anywho, I have a good day. I bid you a glorious day, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. The end. I mean, how polite can you get? And here's the thing. I know why I blocked her, because she had a go at me before. And I've decided to block people now. If people, if they put their side across, I put mine across, and they continue, I will either ignore them or I'll just block them. That's probably why when I look at messages, there's like one comment and I'm like, oh, you're all alone. Let me comment just to keep you company. Makes sense now. But this is probably the funniest thing that I've experienced. So thank you for the laugh. Thank you for the entertainment. And don't make assumptions. Yeah. So, but anyway, good evening, everybody. How's it hanging? Oh, God. You just got, seriously, Facebook, right? This last 5, 6 months, 7 months has proven to me that there is the ability to get over 5,000 people. And yet I include myself in this, but I've already reproduced and I've produced a beautiful human being. And there's other people who are in the same boat as me. We've produced fantastic human beings. But there are some people that should be a law against them reproducing because of their behavior and their conduct and their mental status, because attacking other people, making assumptions, is just absolutely fantastic. It's like, we all know that the crampons and a couple of other people from that neck of the woods frequent the group. And there's also other people who I would love to put their names out here, but I'll be wasting my energy. Look, if you're going to fall for it, have fun with it. But anyway, Linda, Kent Patricia, hi. Kate, hi. Hose, Digistorm, Lindy. Who else have we got? AVA, you've probably ran away now. Nimrod, hi. SMN, Hans, Lisa. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I've got some good news for you. Tomorrow evening at approximately 5 o'clock my time, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We may or may not be going live. Who knows? Who knows? Wait a minute. Is that? Yep. My brain has experienced technical difficulties. Please stand by. Now, okay. So the floor's open. Ask away. Ask your questions. Ask away. Ask away. Now, I mean, I don't really know how to. I don't really know how to even Victoria High. I don't even know how to. To be perfectly honest with you, I've come to the point now. I sit sometimes when I sit and I'm doing stuff or I'm just chilling out. I mean, or even if I'm playing, what I do, I'll watch Facebook and I'll just watch what's being said, and it's absolutely, you know, that is absolute insane asylum. That group needs to be basically wiped out, and and it should be restarted and put people who care about normality and reality as mods in there, and then stop half this stuff because there's been. I mean, people. I mean, let's put it this way: people even tried to even dox me, and they got it wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's there's a point where you have to think: is this healthy for you? Is this healthy for me? Hi, Amago. Hi, Nimrod. By the way, thanks for being here. Right, and here's the question: is this healthy for you? We all know that the court cases. We all know what's going on between Lynette Preston, John Cook, and the Hales. We all know. The rest of it is just bonus. Hi, Gary. Hi, Tex and Alien. Right? We all know it's a bonus. But is it healthy for people? Do you think this is any 70% what we see day in day out that occurs? Is this healthy? And I'm being very genuine now. I am asking the question: is this healthy for you? Irregardless if you hate me, like me, love me, whatever, I don't really care. But I'm asking a genuine question: is this healthy for your psyche? Is this healthy for your daily life? Is this healthy for you? If you have anxieties or mental health issues or anything else, do you think it is healthy to be in a group like that? The only reason I am still in that Facebook group is because I'm keeping an eye on the documents, the legal documents, and also I'm watching. I want, it's part of the research thing. I am watching what happens, and there's a lot of hate from both sides. And yeah, I'm a sarcastic so and so, and I make sarcastic comments. And hi, Roy, how you doing, bud? And here's the thing. Oh, that's good news, Roy. All right, then, David, you have a good night, mate. Look forward to 5 o'clock tomorrow evening or afternoon. That is really good news, Roy. That's really good news. I'm proud. I'm really happy for you, buddy. But I'm going to go carry on with this. But I'm really good. It's really good news. But here's the thing, okay? Regardless of your opinion of me, right, I am putting this across the way you would. If you wake up in the morning and you've got nothing better to do than be on internet, be on the Facebook and be in that group, and then after a while, it's like this Stockholm syndrome, right, where the captive suddenly favors the captor, where the captor suddenly becomes the person who you trust. Now, what you have to understand is that day in, day out, there's negativity on it. Like today, yes, it was for me. It was funny that someone actually made one of the biggest mistakes you can make, made false accusations, and instead of actually going rah, 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 I became a little bit sarcastic, a little bit facetious, and had a little bit of fun. But at the same time, I was concerned about that person's welfare, psychological welfare, and also the fact that how easy people are falling for all this. Now, again, this is now the second time I haven't got a clue who these people are. Don't care. Don't want to care. I'm not going to care. But the fact of the matter is that the fake page, exactly. The fake page is now, you're psychic or something. I was about to say that. The problem is the fake page now is starting to stream into other groups that don't do this. They are moderated people sitting there and communicate, and you can have a difference of opinion, and it's fantastic. But the thing is, this negativity is now rolling off into other groups, and you have select group of people who are causing this, and this is what they want. Now, I mean, me recently, I've been finding everything quite funny. I'm finding it funny, even when people make threats or people upstairs. I don't care if I'm not involved in it, and I haven't got anything to do with it. Trust me, I will not care. I will not give two hoots what you think, what anyone thinks. If I don't care, if you go, but Spawn Trooper, you don't care. That's not nice. That's not very nice. That's not nice. I don't care. I will even put it in writing and send it to you in a telegram, right, for a stripper if I need to. So you actually pay attention to the stripper and it will be written on his chest. I don't care. Lots of love, Spawn Trooper. That's how much I care, because I don't. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the truth, the facts, and the research. And I'm waiting for the federal court. So, I will have an opinion about certain things, but that group now has become so negative and so toxic. It is now very dangerous, especially for people who are very easily misled. Very easily misled. And it can become dangerous for people. So the way I see it now is that you have a choice. You can participate in the negativity, the toxicity, and the drama, or you can distance yourself and just, if you want to have a little bit of a buzz, it's like any rugs. You need that fix. You need that bug. Pop in there for a couple of hours. Get your fix, and then leave again. It's that easy, and that's the biggest problem. And if you don't, it's just going to take control of your daily life. And trust me, I've seen it with a lot of people. But today was amusing, to say the least. All right. And today, I had a very good in-depth chat about tomorrow's, tomorrow, whenever, whatever. I'm not sure if it's, I need to make sure it's, just be ready for it. That's all I can say. And there's going to be some very interesting topics. And if you are easily offended about realistic terminology that, then just make sure you listen to the warning before the stream starts. I'm sorry, I'm trying to really keep a serious tone on this because I just want to laugh. Because I find I find all this, the amount of anonymous posts that gone up, Do you know what would be really funny? And I don't care if, but you know what I would find really funny? If whoever created that page comes in and turns off anonymous, because it won't delete your post. It will just change the anonymous to your name. No, you didn't know that, did you? Right. So at any time, the person or the individual or whoever created that page has everyone who has created a post as an anonymous participant can at any time turn that off and hello. Yeah. So here's a bit of advice. If you got the spine and the man sausage or the taco, and you think that your taco eggs are big enough, or your coconuts are big enough, then why don't you just post as yourself? Because this anonymous thing is getting out of control and it's causing a lot of negativity that can now start to affect people's psyche. No, I'm not. I woke up about 25 minutes ago, half an hour ago, with a headache. So that's what I sound like when I wake up. I sound like a bear. You just said, yeah. Anyway, but no, thanks very much for asking, Cynthia. I appreciate that. So you have a choice now. I really have no interest if people sit outside the stream and troll, or want to listen to find out if they're going to hear something that, ooh, I don't care. I really don't. I'm not interested. If I'm not involved in something, I'm not going to get involved in it unless I am involved in it. And if I am involved in it, then I'll talk about it. If I talk about it, then, I'm involved in it. Whew, that was a mouthful. But that Facebook group is becoming extremely hostile, toxic, and dangerous and I'm going to say it, for the weak-minded. So if you know anyone who's very easily manipulated or very weak-minded, please, please, please get them to either turn it off or spend time away from it, because it's now becoming very, very dangerous. I am seriously very tempted to start the diplomatic arena for the Hell's case. You watch how quick someone makes that. It's a shame, really. It is a shame. It's a shame that, like, Facebook groups, like don't get me wrong. I've seen Facebook groups full of soldiers and veterans who are, it's like watching a bunch of women with their handbags in the center and they're walking around with handbags just arguing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hi, David. I'm doing very well. Good to see you again. And hi, Squid. Hi, how's baby Squid? Hope she didn't cause you too much trouble in your stream. I do apologize, Squid. I couldn't stay because I had stuff to do. So, yeah. So I just thought I did. I'm sure I sent you that message anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah. There's groups out there. Actually, in fact, Squid's here. She can confirm that. Sometimes soldiers or the military are worse than you civilians. If you think this is toxic, try going into a group of, like, military personnel. There's no rules. Everyone's handbags is in the center, and it's like basically the old saying, handbags at 10 paces, stand by for the whistle. And then, target will fall when engaged. No, I quite enjoyed it. I actually, like, before I come in, before I want to interact, I usually watch about half an hour or something, just to get. But I got so lost in that legal terminology, all that legal stuff of jumbo lumbo jumbo. So I thought I'd just come in and say hi and try to communicate. But it's. But going back to Facebook, all you have to do is you sit back and you watch all this happen, and after a while, you will actually get to know. You will actually see who's actually posting anonymously, because you know how they type. or you'll notice they type, because here's the mistake that people do. People are in different groups, and sometimes, right, they will type exactly the way they type in different groups. Now, they could go into one group and type anonymously and then go in another group and then type away if nothing's happened. That's where they make the mistake. That's where they make the mistake. And the thing is, Facebook is it's like YouTube. You can report posts. So instead of whining and complaining, just report the post. Report it for scam or fake news or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people, because they have this vendetta, they have this like negative hate in their blood. They report for bullying and harassment. Thing is, if the post is a scam or it's not truthful, it's not bullying and harassment. Name it as it is. It's just and this anonymous posting is a pandemic now. I'm going back to my original comment. Whoever's posting anonymously, please don't reproduce. Please get a blow up doll. I'll even supply you with a puncture repair kit. Wait a minute, what's that? That's why I don't go quick drinking 1 year before I got out of there. Nimrod, don't worry. No. Yes. No, everyone's respectful, Nimrod. It's just their terminology. Don't forget, he's an army. Army, they can't spell apparently. So, but yeah. Casher W. If you are going to post something, then stand up, grow a pair, and use your name. There you go. Yeah, there you go. But here's the thing, Casher. The reason people don't do that, right? Here are two reasons why people post anonymously. And again, I emphasize stepping outside the box. Right. The first reason is because they're afraid. They're afraid that someone is going to, everything that's been going on, you'd expect people are afraid, right? Or they just don't want to be the how can I put it, the entree, so to speak, for a major meal, right? And then the other one is people deliberately trying to antagonize and cause arguments and cause rifts between people because they get off on it. Don't forget, right? There are some people, there's a lot of people on Facebook and in every environments who enjoy pissing people off so they can have a good day, and it's unfortunate, but there are people like that, and that's the thing you need to remember. Anonymous postings, there's no credibility in that either. Hi, Fly. Sweet Fly. There's no credibility whatsoever. And when you got people who put people that, when you got people who post as anonymous and they do all this stuff, they're doing it to make themselves feel better. And that's the only way they can make themselves feel better, because they're not able to interact socially with people. And that's just one of those things. And that's what we all need to come to terms with. So turn it off. You don't have to be in that group day in, day out, because there's so much hate and so much toxicity. It's pointless. That's why once in a while I read, oh yeah, I'll post there. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll post there. No, I don't agree with that. I'll ignore that. And I just concentrate on, communicating with friends, just having a good time. I have not paid that much attention to that hate group for a while now. But today was just a fucking awesome. Today was awesome. That was awesome today. being insulted because I say Americanese. Here's the thing: if you don't have a sense of humor, turn your computer off. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. If you don't have a sense of humor, turn off Facebook, go onto YouTube, and look for British comedy. Go and watch The Life of Brian, or go and watch Monty Python, or go and watch British comedy, and maybe you'll actually learn about real comedy. It's and I know that not I can't paint every American with the same brush, but there's a minority in every culture that have got a broom stuck up their back, right? And these people we call Karens or Kens or Kenneth, right? Or Knees, yeah. And they can't take a joke. Now, I'm going to continue to say Americanese because I have not seen anyone or heard anyone whine and complain like a spoilt brat. and here's another thing. You have to remember, I am a sarcastic fuck. Bubbles at the line. I've just seen that. Oh my good God. I mean, yeah. Do you know that some of the sitcom in America from the 70s onwards, you've tried to copy some of the British and it didn't work? Sorry, I just received a message from someone. I found it funny. Right, so there you go. And I don't even know how to. I mean, this was going to be a short stream, but I've invited someone on, and hopefully that individual will turn up. But one thing I would say, and I mean this with the most sincerest. I don't even know how to say it. Put it this way, I'm being very sincere, and as you know, I say it as it is. I'll tell you exactly the way it is. Yeah, yeah, Lisa, exactly. Yeah, on the buses, right? So I'm going to say this as it is, right? There's a lot of people who are dealing with mental health issues and anxiety issues and anger issues and God knows what else of issues. Take a break. Step away from the Facebook. Step away from YouTube a day or just take a break. Ever since it's brought the worst and best in some people, and it's sad because instead of supporting some fight over nothing, not use one just so. Yeah, I get it, Mitch. I get it, brother. I get it, mate. But you can't help everybody. You can't hold everyone's hand. At the end of the day, everyone is mature. Everyone's an adult, and the problem is, it's when people become. This is why I say, if you become emotional, right, you're gone. You're gone for 24 hours, or you're gone for an hour or so. Because at the end of the day, I don't want emotions involved, because emotions create the wrong reactions or the wrong actions, and that's what causes the problems. Now, over the few weeks, I've seen, I mean, some comments, anonymous comments made of, making fun of people who have the big C, or who are ill, and these people are all they're doing, they're antagonizing and they're pressing people's buttons because they know people are going to react. Because a lot of people have their hearts in this, and they have their emotions in this, and the biggest issue is that there are people out there who have no remorse. They don't care. They just want to have a giggle, and they're winning. The less people react to these anonymous posts, the quicker you'll notice a change in attitude. Mrs. Brown, yeah, I watched. Yeah, you should watch the bloopers. Mrs. Brown. Yeah, actual fact, the person who plays Mrs. Brown, he's really, really funny. Oh, wait, wrong way. No, yep. You know, so, but it's just a shame. It's just a shame, really. It is. This whole situation is a shame. You know, you got people flapping their gums, and I mean, like today, I saw a few posts, and one of them was about God, what's he? Oh yeah, Deuce Boy, about the best lawyer in the West. Yeah. And I saw a post, and the minute I saw that, and I went, "Yeah, that's a troll. That's trolling." And then someone else, and then another one was put up with the same name, and I went, "Yep, trolling." I mean, these people will spend all day making shit up, and then they'll post it. And what happens? You'll get half the 5,000 people who are in that chat. You'll get at least 200 or 300 who will fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, was it? Sorry to hear that, Texas. Well, I hope you dealt with it. I hope you were able to get yourself composed and be able to address what you needed to address to handle the rest of the day. But remember, you know, we all have bad days, Texas. So, you know, what I would suggest is get yourself a little booklet, right? And every time you have a bad day, is right on the left-hand side, each page, one page per day. So you'd have left-hand side will be the pros, right-hand side will be the cons, and you just write down, you know, what peed you off, and then you write down what the best way to do it. So like if something on TV pissed you off, or something, or on Facebook, you know, that's the cons, and the pros, turn Facebook off and go for a walk, or go and, you know, work on your car, or, you know, do something constructive, or listen to music while you're, you know, fixing, you know, making, you know, working on a motorbike or a car, or paint a room, you know, redecorate a room, you know, take your mind away from the negative. Yeah. We all have bad days, fella. We all have bad days. It's just because we're all human. You know, I'm human. I have bad days, but I try not to bring my bad days on here. Who's that, Sienna? Oh, well, yeah. Some people make stuff up. That's fact. Yeah, that is fact. But that's their choice, because don't forget, when people make stuff up, it's very easily proven wrong. Oh. Sorry, I keep on getting distracted by someone who's passing on information, on secret information, which is absolutely hilarious. But no, I'm only joking. What was it? Philip BBB. That's another thing I was going to ask. Considering that he's now jumped on the grifting bus, and everyone else is sitting at the back grifting. Who's driving? Debunked. Who's debunked? Who's debunked Mark Cooper? Who is debunked? You know what? I've got that word is being so abused. Oh, Jesus. Ah, my pretty. Greetings. Hey, my pretty, would you like to come and join me in this absolute hellhole of a giggle? Benny Hill. Benny Hill was one of the most famous, and then you had Gary Cooper, and then there were quite a few comedians. Now, there's one comedian that I should mention this. There's one called Chubby Brown. Yeah. It's you have to have thick skin to go and listen to him, because one thing I can assure you of is that the language is extreme. If you thought I swore or I used virtual abbreviations of certain words for directions, then yeah. Hi, Lucy. Welcome. Yeah. Benny Hill was actually an introvert. He wasn't a people person. That I can assure you of. He kept himself to himself. You know, he had these issues and these problems with marriage and stuff. But anyway, sorry, Mark. What were you talking? Mark, where are you? Where's your name? Where are you? Where's your debunked? So, Mark Cooper, what is debunked? Please explain. Or are you a troll and need to be educated? Because I'm only joking. Let me know when you're ready to explain what you mean, and I'll be more than happy to engage with you. Yes, simply. I heard something today. Deuce told all that were and are supposed to get deposed to not show up. Oh, oh, that's contempt of court. If they've been served and they're supposed to turn up, even I know that's contempt of court. And if it's true that he is saying that, oh, this is, yeah. I mean, Jeremy's right about getting free lawyers. Wow, how stupid can you be? Yeah, I mean, I thought you did get you did get like British channels over there, didn't you? Yeah, because I know that over in Canada they used to have especially in the evening. Well, Russ, he's under investigation. And Russ the Sus, he's still, if I can remember correctly, he is still under investigation. Um, oof, the flea bags, they've admitted that they got served, because even like if someone asks you, yeah, that's multiple contacts, and once they put that paper down, that's called a drop serve. So that means they've dropped the paperwork on your doormat or on a table or something, and that means you've been served. There's no, you should check your law. I think the only person who so far has been, and that's Stark, and he messed that one up. So Mark Cooper, you're not here no more? No. Okay. No, it was Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Hello, green person.
That's me.
Oh, you're very quiet. Let me turn you up a little bit.
Hang on, I'm fixing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my pretty. Dip dip diddly circus.
All right, is that better?
Oh, that's way better. Hello.
Okay, good.
Oh, you missed it. You
What
missed it.
happened?
Oh, the post or the someone made a post, accusing me of making an anonymous post, and then whining and complaining that I used the word Americanese. Well, yeah, I proved this individual wrong.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew definitely that wasn't you.
That was or was not me.
That was not you.
Oh, bloody hell! For a second, I thought you said it was. I was going to go, okay. What
No,
did
no,
I
no, no.
say?
There was not a question in my mind. That was definitely not you.
But
Absolutely not.
okay, hello. I mean, it's oh, wait a minute. Let me. Why does this keep on? By the way, guys, just very quickly, at the top you'll see a link. That's for Eric Miller, who is a Navy vet, and he is in need of a heavy-duty scooter. So if you're willing to go and help, may it be a cent, 10 cents, $1, $10, whatever, go and donate, and it'll go directly to him. And if you click on that, it'll also give you some information about what's going on. Anyway, so tomorrow
Yes.
we're going to have fun tomorrow, aren't we?
We are going to have fun tomorrow.
Easy, Tiger. Don't be so excited.
Hey, I'm excited.
So let me
I
ask you
got
a
I
question.
got educated.
Oh, you did. Oh, yes, you did. You got very educated. And Mark's safe for now. Look.
There we go. There we go. Hey, Moosey, how are you doing, darling? Moosey's not been feeling very well. I've been checking up on her.
Oh, she had a something to do with her bum, was it?
She had to have some surgery, and Moosey's just been having a rough go of it.
Oh, you had surgery. I wasn't aware of that. I thought you
Hmm.
had like some sort of issue, an abscess or something. But okay.
Well, yeah, but she had to have surgery for it, and she's just not. It's really been terrible for her, and my heart has gone out to her so much.
What's Mitch trying to do now? Is Mitch? Are you causing trouble?
Oh my gosh, I'm so full.
Yeah. So
We have a
you
little local cafe. It's just a mom and pop run place. We don't have
okay?
like a real restaurant. It's just a mom and
Okay.
pop deal. But they have the best seafood, and it's not bad prices at all. I had flounder and fried shrimp tonight, and it was like $16, and you get two vegetables. It was so good.
You just what? Look, I mean, what happens if we got someone in the stream who's hasn't eaten for 5 days and are suffering? I mean, and there you
I
are
feel
sitting
I
thinking
feel
about
I
your,
feel sorry for you, but if you was here, I'd take you out.
you know. I mean, every time I talk to you, you've either been eating or you're about to have a feast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. But this little place is right decent. It's a nice little mom and pop place. It's not bad.
And there's the special effects in the background
Yep.
there.
But yep. That's the hubby. Sorry, y'all. I have a life.
Mm.
Hey,
Don't
David. How
apologize.
are you?
Wait, what?
David Green. He said hello to me, and I was replying hello
Oh,
to
yeah, it's
him.
good to see David Green back. So,
Absolutely. He
yeah,
is. He is back in the saddle again.
yeah. I wouldn't mention
Back in the
saddle
saddle.
because obviously Mussy Lady can't sit in the saddle this at the moment. So let's not. She's a
Moosey
jock.
said they said she's anemic also.
How can she be anemic? Ow, fuck, I just burnt my finger. Wait, what? Oh, yes,
Anemic.
actual fact. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what size, height, or anything. You can be anemic. Yeah.
Yep.
All you need to do is eat a lot of anything with iron in it, and then you turn into Iron Lady instead of Iron Man.
Yeah, but too much iron causes, the other side to back up.
Yes, but the thing is, you just keep it regulated, don't you? Oh, Johnny D's here. Hi, dude. Um, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now. I just burnt my freaking finger.
You bit your finger.
I burnt my finger. Don't you
Oh,
say that?
burned your finger.
No.
I was getting ready to say if you're that hungry.
Yeah, if you hear it crunchy, then you know. Bone. Yeah, tomorrow night's going to be a good one, or whenever. And just so everyone is aware, we are not going to announce when we go live and what we're going to cover in it. But just know that there is on my
Hey, Linda. Yes. Why do you get started and then you stop? You get started and then you stop. You just leave us hanging like a worm on a hook. You just leave us hanging.
yeah. So basically, this is what's going to happen from now on, because after the court case, we've got multiple people who will be coming on the stream, multiple people, and so I am going to announce tonight that my pretty is going to be coming on as a co-host, to basically cover film history, film reviews and general news and stuff like that. If she's not around, then I'm going to cause many, 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 many upsets. Well, I'll do that anyway. So
I already say, well, what to know about that?
um, so yes. Anyway, my brain's just gone. I mean, earlier on, I just couldn't stop laughing. I mean, how can you turn around and whine and complain about me using satire and having a joke? It's like an American going into a gym and asking for, a glass of water. You got a glass of water, please, sir? We lost you.
I
Are
don't
you,
know.
are you looking
No,
your
I'm
screen
here. I'm here. I'm not licking my screen right now. I might lick it later, but I ain't licking it right now.
Easy. Uh, well, we've got quite a few people in tonight, so make sure, guys, you check that you've subbed and subscribed and hit that bell. It looks like it looks like the Yahoos, who um, seem to love playing, and I'm talking about YouTube bots or YouTube algorithm that seems to like really upset people. Now, I've been noticing a lot of people are not getting the notifications and stuff like that. Do me a favor, on a basis, like every couple of days, just make sure that you're subscribed, that you hit that full bell, because if you don't hit that full bell, you won't get notifications. And also, I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but if I go live very quickly and I don't if I don't put a schedule up, all right, or it's not scheduled, you won't get a notification. And I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll find that one out. But yeah, anyway, so anything you want to add?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Oh shit! Here we go. It's just that the way you said that, I know we're gonna. Yeah, go on.
No. This is not bad. But I did notice tonight in the fake what the hell's group that people are in there posting about other people's family members, like their children or their husbands
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And I just want to say that we are not these people. And I discourage anybody from doing something like that. That they bring in other people's family members and stuff that's on Facebook and their personal accounts, and they do these type of things to people. It's not right. It's not something that we should be doing as a community. It's not something that I back up at all. And it's something that makes, especially everybody's side, whether you're Lynette, whether you're Jeremy. I don't care if you just don't like Jeremy. I don't care if you just don't like Lynette. It's really not, it's not a good look for any of us. It don't look good at all. And I encourage everybody to discourage when they see these people post these things. When you see something, say something. Let them know that this is not the way that we handle things,
Mm.
because it's not fair to those family members. Because I noticed tonight that somebody posted about, you were talking about that post about that lady, and somebody posted about her husband, and then somebody else went in there and they decided to post about Bruce's son. I think it may not be Bruce's son, it's allegedly, but if it is his son, I apologize on
No,
behalf
what you
of
mean his
everyone
stepson?
else. Yes, they posted his picture and where he went to school and all this other stuff, and it's just
Oh,
wrong. That is wrong to do that, because
oh, so it's not
these,
that. Right. Okay.
yeah, these people do not, your family has nothing to do with your opinion,
Yeah.
and everybody's entitled to their opinion. They have a right to come in and say whatever they want to say.
Absolutely.
So I just discourage it so much, guys. We're
I
grown
mean,
adult folks.
right. In regards to you saying that, I mean, like in the past, I have done my research, and and him using his wife and him going on about his children and everything else and about his divorce. Now, he brought that up. He went on. I did the research and found that information, but I even have a line. Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
exactly. And I mean, she's put herself in it, so I don't
yeah,
say anything so much about that, because she's put herself in the crosshairs. But
yeah,
his children have not, and have absolutely nothing to do
yeah.
with this situation
Uh,
whatsoever.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I've mentioned his stepchildren, but I haven't named them. I haven't,
Right.
and that's there. That is there. There's a difference, right? It's not about the children. It's not about. Well, I mean, Tamara put herself in the position, so she's now part and parcel of it. But the thing is, the children, yeah, no. And if these people have nothing to do with whatever that one individual's doing, if you want to try to emotionally blackmail them or you want to try to scare them, you're going by it the complete wrong way, because facts and truth speak way louder. I mean, look at
Absolutely.
Bruce. Bruce has backed off. He hasn't even addressed me in a long time. It's because he knows that on every turn I will catch him out. On every single attack, I will call him out, and I will always be right. Because at the end of the day, it's about him, his conduct, and his behavior, nothing else. Now, everything that's been going on, I think I just think it's an attempt to cause more and more disconnect between people. And someone's probably turn around and say, "Oh, sport triples mention all this." Yeah, I'm going to mention it because it was fucking hilarious today. It is absolutely hilarious, and you know, I'm going to laugh about it.
Exactly. That was funny.
It was funny,
Hey,
wasn't it?
yes, it was. Nimrod said somebody had a question in chat.
Oh, did I?
About a lawyer working pro bono. If they receive money for their services, can that be considered a violation? And the
Um,
answer is yeah, for their services, but they can collect money for fees, like the deposition for Jeremy. Somebody donated the money to pay for that deposition. That's perfectly legal to do.
yeah,
To pay for that deposition, or maybe to pay for travel expenses. That is perfectly legal. He can't accept money for his time.
yeah.
His time is what's free, but he can accept donations for expenses.
You just reminded me of saying, "Oh, I got to change the subject really quickly."
Go ahead.
In regards of the unfortunate accident in Washington D.C. between a
Yes.
plane and a helicopter,
Mm.
um, I was watching Big Bang Theory today just to decompress, have a little bit of a giggle, and I noticed a message from a friend of mine. He went, "Go and watch this." and I went and watched this TikTok. And like I said the other night, the conspiracies are going to start immediately. And basically, what they're saying is that Pat 25 was flying blacked out. That's absolute BS. Because if you watch the footage, you can see the nav lights. And any aircraft, regardless of what aircraft they are, you have to use your nav lights. And due to the fact that those both aircraft were in flight, one was taken off, I believe, or turning. There is actually ATC radar footage of the aircrafts, and the helicopter was flying straight, so it was flying in a direction, all right, and the plane, okay, turned into their flight path. So that's what I saw in that video. I am not going to speculate. I'm not going to allege. I'm not going to guess. Like I said the other night, I am going to wait until the both the military and the civilian investigations have been completed, and then I will wait until it has been publicized. I am not going to, um, you know, it's the 67 people lost their lives, and there's 67 families and loved ones out there, right, who no longer have their partners, their wives, their sons, their daughters, you know. So, um, oh my pretty, you licking that screen again? You're looking at
Yes.
that screen again,
Yeah.
aren't you? Hello.
Yes. I'm licking the screen again. Hang on just a minute. I'll get you back on again. It's
Okay.
because I'm trying to figure out how to use the laptop and get off the tablet. And I'm just not technically inclined.
Wait a minute, man. You're putting the cow in the elevator. Must really be raising the stakes. Wait, it's pro bono? I thought it was pro nasal belt. What do you mean putting a
Okay.
cow putting a cow in the elevator? Are you crazy? I wouldn't put a cow in the elevator. I don't want mincemeat. I want steak.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I accept to do. Wait a minute. Strength B. We're going with further. Cajun Joe. Hi, by the way. Yeah, Roy. But if you watch the actual footage, unless that's been falsified, the plane is actually turning in, either turning in from final downwind to final, or but no, it doesn't. That should have never happened. Both aircraft. There shouldn't have been a CA in any shape or form. CA is a conflict of airspace, or what's it called again? Um, I can't remember what. Not conflict of airspace. Oh God, what is the word? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm
All
here.
right.
I was
Okay.
listening to you. I was letting you catch your thoughts. I know it takes you a few minutes sometimes.
Yeah. Uh, Collision alert. Sorry. There you go. When the collision alert on your TCAS kicks off, it
Mhm.
gives you enough time to you know. So what I can't understand is, you know, um, did the CCAT did the TCAT CCAS kick in, and the collision alert kicked in, and then basically the plane saw the helicopter come towards him and thought, well, I'm going to go left because it looks like we're nose to nose. I'm going to go starboard, I'm going to go starboard, and and obviously, but again, I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to guess until, because there's a lot of things that um, you know make no sense. So until then, you
Yeah,
know,
it's very much a tragedy. It
yeah,
was just heartbreaking. It really was.
yeah,
Beast 13. Yeah, he could face. She's speaking again about the pro bono basis. I think the way it works is he can't get money for his time. But if somebody wants to donate money towards his travel expenses or to filing expenses, he can receive money for that, because if not, then he is responsible for all the costs associated with the case. Now, I don't know that he personally can take that money, but I know that the money can be donated and used for that.
Yeah.
So
The-
it's a little murky area there. It's a little murky area there. It's the same difference as if you wanted to donate money to Randy for Jeremy's legal expenses.
yeah, but
You know.
can I just interject for a second? One, you're a little
Mhm.
bit quiet. One, you're a little bit quiet, and two,
Oh.
here's my problem that I've got with this. Deuce Boy, he's always wanted PR. He's always wanted PR about his, his own case. I mean, I can bring up stuff that I brought up from the get go, and everyone has seen what I've got on him. I haven't hidden anything. There's some bits and bobs that I have, and I'm not going to use. But why is it that other people have to pay for his travel and his hotel bill and everything else, right? Considering that he is a lawyer, lawyers can charge $200, $300, $400 an hour. So why is it that other people have to donate to his comfort when he should be earning? I mean, if he can drive around in a C-class Mercedes, which is not cheap, and he lives in an apartment in a very posh area, so why is it that he has to receive these funds? At the end of the day, he is responsible for his own back and forth. And if he didn't have the funds, why did he accept the case in the first place? I'll tell you why. It's just the same reason why the crampons and the swamp lizard jumped on this like flies to shit. Because the thing is, they were not part of this court case until right around January, February of last year. Because if you go back, right, they were not involved in this court case. They were the ones who jumped on this court case. They were the ones who approached her. They were the ones who started the grifting. They were the ones, who were on live one night, and Bruce was pissed off because Silverman refused to give him any of the documentation because and this here tells me that I believe that Bruce allegedly solicited Lynette as a client. Because that comments that he made on that live stream makes no sense whatsoever. A lawyer, an ambulance chaser, a lawyer would have not done what he did. And the fact that he got upset and pissed off at Silverman for not giving him that is why a couple of days later a post was put on Facebook where Bruce Matskin mentioned the $16,000 that were owed.
Yeah, and it wasn't long after that he got Jeremy's depot. Because
Yep.
Silverman wasn't going to release it until then. I think they just thought it was going to be an easy thing that they were just going to push back, and Jeremy was going to either cave or dismiss everything, and then they could go after him. And they're still planning on the big payoff. If y'all think if people don't think Bruce is in it for the money, then y'all are foolish because
they're not going to walk away with
he's looking down the road.
Yeah, they're not going to walk away with a penny. That I can assure you of. And if they do, it'll probably just be a small amount because, like, two rights don't make a wrong. But at the end of the day, here's the thing: everyone thinks that that this RICO case and all these court counts and everything. The most important counts are 5 and 6 and 1 and 2. Is it 1 and 2 and 5 and 6? I think those 4 are the most important ones of that case, and those 4 were denied to Bruce, so they are still part of the federal case.
Correct.
And
the tortious interference and the defamation.
Yeah, right. So, and those two there are the David and Goliath bring down that So, regardless of what they do. The minute I saw that, when that came out, and I saw that, denied this, denied that, granted it, I was like, yep, Bruce, you might as well start getting yourself lawyers because you're going to need it.
Yeah, because that means that the judge sees enough evidence there to make it go to court.
Yeah. and he also sees enough. The thing is, he's basically babysitting both sides. He's basically, because the way he felt, the way he filled all that out, and the way he wrote all that, right, tells me that he's looking at everything. He's looking at the evidence. He's looking at both sides, and he's debate. He's basically going through it with a comb, and he's going, yeah, no, and he's making sure that both are being treated exactly the same. So he's unbiased. This judge, I like him a lot.
Oh,
I,
I did too. Oh
yeah,
yeah, I did too. He is. I mean, he seems to be exactly what you want out of a judge.
yeah,
Somebody that's going to rule based on the law, not based on his feelings, but
yeah.
based on the law. And he's going to rule fairly and squarely. And that's something you don't always get whenever it comes to judges and such, especially over here. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. You don't always get that. But this guy seems to be right on the mark, and he seems to be Johnny on the spot too. Let me tell you, he don't mess around, he don't play around with stuff.
Is it me
He
or you
seems to
gone
be right
quiet
on it.
again?
I don't know, can you hear me?
Keep talking. I'll just figure it out.
Okay. I'm trying to figure it out on the laptop too, on the new laptop, to make it different so that way when the children call, it don't shut me off and you say I'm licking the screen.
Yeah. Well, you are, but
Anytime that happens, it's usually because the kids have called. And
that's
I've been
not.
on the laptop and they call me on the laptop all the time. I mean, not laptop, but the tablet.
Yeah,
But I was I was blessed by some really special angels, and I have a new laptop, and so I'm getting used to how everything works, and
yeah. Well, the
getting.
thing is, when you move away from whatever I don't know if you're using your laptop right now, but when you move away from it, you get quiet.
Well, I've got my earphones on, and usually that's
Oh, there you
pretty
go.
loud.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
usually that's pretty loud. Is that
Oh,
better?
yeah, that's way better. Geez, that bloody hell, that is way better. Yeah.
Well, see, it was your fault.
No, it's not. See, always blame the technology and the men. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I agree. I agree. See, we're on the same level. I agree.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, going back to what we were talking about before I rudely interrupted you. Consider it's my stream. No, no. The thing here's the thing, though. I mean, what I think that considering what Stark said in the depot, I think they've both got serious problems now, and I don't think fighting frivolous cases, which they're trying to, is going to benefit them in any shape or form. The trespass case, that's going to get thrown out because at the end of the day, nothing illegal was done.
Correct.
Nothing illegal was done. And the thumbnail, well, yeah. Good luck, DC boy. Good luck, Stark, because you're not gonna like the incoming Larry missile.
Exactly. Good night, Moosey. I'll talk to you later, darling. You go get some rest.
Good night, sweetheart. So yeah, they're not gonna enjoy the DOI missile. I don't know if anyone has actually ever seen that type of missile. It is very, very good. It seeks dumbness and idiots. So it's a really good seeking missile.
Yeah, because I don't think they really saw him coming. I think they just thought it was just gonna go away and be done with it.
No,
But
here's the thing that they made a mistake in. They thought that he is a young lawyer. They're going on by their age. They got experience. They're looking at this. Oh, he's only doing these type of cases. But what they don't understand is that I've watched quite a few of his cases. He's a very, very, very good lawyer, and he's also a clever one at that. Now, what they don't realize is that he doesn't mince his words. He doesn't mince his words, and the fact that the fact that he's going to be coming back after him. Now, what I can't understand is what in his video. If people watch his video, you'll see that he was going through it, talking about it, and he explained that Mr. Randy Socket contacted him, say that they wanted to talk to him, And then, they had a conversation and they tried to, it was settlement call. I think it was something to do with a settlement. And obviously he denied that. Now, here's one thing. So why are they going through Randy Socket and communicating with counsel to talk to a witness, but it's okay for Bruce Matskin to contact a witness directly via email without contacting her counsel first?
Well, not only that, but maybe I'm wrong. So don't nobody hold me to this, because there's so much stuff that goes through my head during a day. You have no clue. But Stark is the attorney. So Stark is the one that should have contacted. He contacted Randy and then wanted to get in touch with Larry, which is the proper procedure.
Yeah.
Why did Bruce contact Larry? Bruce has nothing to do with the case. Bruce is not the attorney.
Yeah. And considering that Bruce has already made so many mistakes in regards to Scott Stark getting his signature wrong 3 times. God, I love how I caught that so quick. God, I called that so quick.
There's been a lot of mistakes made. I mean, just in the last amended motion, calling Lynette the defendant when she's the plaintiff. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, my word. I mean, don't they have somebody that goes over this and makes sure that it's right before you submit this stuff to the court?
Yeah, I mean, right. This is what I see. My opinion. He came in. He thought, yeah, good payout. Get my PR. Get my name out there. It'll be like the debt trial, right? And what he did, the first mistake he did, he tried to smooth himself in with DIY guy and other people. That failed. Then he sort of got hold of not Biscuit Boy, Jabba the Hoot, and unfortunately he dragged Sharon Michelle into this. Now, after a while, you suddenly got Big Mouth on Facebook, and that's where he met me. Mm-hmm. And that's where I noticed a couple of discrepancies. So I did some research, and lo and behold, the first biggest mistake he did was with Landon Preston, and it just spiraled out of control from there. I mean, you can't make this crap up. You really can't. And I'm coming to a point now where I do believe that on every street sign and every single entrance to every single shop, and then once every 2 days in the local newspapers, there should be a big page. If you have an IQ lower than 25, do not reproduce.
I've been thinking that for years.
Wait, what?
Bubbles is always trying to put down Larry to make it sound like he's a young whippersnapper.
Yeah,
is what we call it. A young whippersnapper.
Yeah, hi, Papa
And I'm
Jim.
sitting there thinking to myself, Larry's sitting here and he goes and spends almost a month in Italy, and he can afford to do that. He can afford to get a new house. He can afford to drive a Lambo. He can afford to do all these things. He's got all these, he's got, what is it, 300 some thousand now, I think it is, on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. Yeah. But yet you're going to put him down like, because he's younger than you, he's not as good as attorney as you. I mean, you wish.
Yeah. I mean, like Texas Alien put in here, it says the only thing Larry, that's what Larry said, high and by. Here's the reason being, I think that Scott Stark didn't care, and he just went when them two spoke, he went, you know what, Bruce, you just talk to him, I'll listen. Right.
I'll charge $3,000, put my name on the paper, basically.
Yeah. Right, and the thing is, all this is speculation, allegedly. We don't know if there's been any money transferred to either. We don't know. Well, and it comes down to the 3 points: money, clout, and PR. And everything besides the money has gone wrong for them. And this is what really perturbs me, is that people still speculate. I mean, how much other evidence do people need to come to the conclusion that these people are absolutely insane? to think that they're going to go into a federal court with a jury and walk out as the winners. They lost this case months ago.
I agree.
And all they're
They lost
doing,
the case when they didn't stop with that, with that little thing called a cease and desist. That's when they lost the case, when they didn't stop.
yeah.
That was it.
And look what's happened. So much information has come up. So many people have come forward from Northport and God knows where else. All these screenshots that have appeared about her, and the fact that, like, I mean, I found history going all the way back to 1996 and different names and everything else.
Mhm.
And and I get it. Some people are too lazy, or they just don't want to do the research, or don't know how to do the research. But all you have to do now, right now, just try it. Go and open another browser window and type in Lynette Preston, or type in Bruce Matskin, or type in Stott Scott. Just type it in, and that's it. And I assure you, the stuff you will see that comes up on either of those names, your chin is going to hit the ground. And that's all I
Yeah, because
did.
if you go on Scott's thing, the reviews that he has, the reviews on his website thing are
Yeah,
prior to all of this happening. So that's how people really feel. You can't come in and say, "Oh, they just gave that review because of Jeremy."
yeah,
You can't do that. It kind of falls out of that whenever it's before all this happened,
yeah,
and it's like, dang.
yeah. Hi, Robin and Linda. Welcome back. Here's another thing that I find very interesting. Bruce does a couple of live streams with this Michael Volpe, VOLPE. Right, this guy looks like yeah. Anyway, what I find quite strange, right after the live. So here's one thing question you need to hit. Right, I've mentioned this before about the RICO and everything else. Here's what you have to ask yourself: if Bruce has already received allegedly 14,000 in donations, right, and if allegedly, okay, the fleas and everyone else have collected over $100,000+. This is allegedly, right, and you've got people donating thousands and thousands of dollars and pounds, allegedly. Right? There's never been any transparency. Now, allegedly, I hear rumors on the jungle drums that allegedly someone started mentioning receipts on their stream, or asking for receipts or invoices. Now, why suddenly now, after all this time, do you want to be clean and you want to go buy the book? Why hasn't this been going on from day one? If you've got proof and evidence, why not show it? And I've mentioned this for months and months and months. And funny enough, the other night when I watched Jeremy, and when he brought that up, I sat there and I had goosebumps, because
Mm.
either people were waiting to mention it, or I don't know. And I felt really proud that he actually mentioned it, because now, right, I can now sit here and say, called it.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, Bruce is not going to get his hands. Bubbles is not going to get his hands dirty. Okay, he's not going to get his hands dirty. Bubbles is going to keep his hands just as clean as he possibly can. If you'll
Absolutely.
notice Bubbles' name,
Yeah.
of course, because it can't be either, but it's nowhere near any of the court cases. He could have filed pro hoc vice on those court cases in Florida.
Oh, I'm glad you remember that. I know that we're reverting back I know we're going back in time, but did anyone ever notice that every single document that he wrote, he wouldn't put pro hack Vici on it until myself and I think someone else mentioned. I don't know if it was Tug or Megan, but suddenly it appeared on these paperwork.
Well, he didn't even know about pro hoc vice till Megan and Tug told him to.
Yep.
And Larry, they were on that live that night, and they said, "Look, all you had to do was file pro hoc vice, and then it won't even a week, and he had done, went in and
Yep.
done that." And
Yep.
I'm like, Oh my God.
This is what makes me laugh. It's because, like, we know, even from the get go, I knew that, you know, that these individuals will sit outside people's streams and they'll listen and they will either repeat something or they'll change the wording, and it's, it's obvious. And the thing is, the reason I caught him out in the past is because I deliberately said certain things to catch him out. And the perfect example is with the GoFundMe. That was probably the biggest, the main hat trick to actually, scratch away the surface so you could actually see what you were looking at. And then after that, it spiraled down for him.
And as an attorney, he wants to make it sound whenever he's on there talking. He wants to make it sound like, yeah, well, he's trying to say I did this with the GoFundMe. As if a lawyer wouldn't do something like that. You look at these personal injury lawyers.
Yeah,
They have it set up with a chiropractor, okay, that they know. And that lawyer sends all their clients
yeah,
to that chiropractor to get work done. So that chiropractor will issue a statement saying this person is hurt this way, that way.
yeah.
And the chiropractor, a lot of times, won't even accept their insurance. They just have this outstanding bill now. And so, whenever they get their settlement from whatever their accident was, that's when that chiropractor gets paid. He don't have to go through insurance. He don't have to take the discounted
Mm.
rate that they have to with insurance. So Bruce is acting like, no, it's beyond any attorney to do such a thing. Well, it's not.
Well, I mean, he's got the PR, but I don't. It's not the PR he was wanting. Unfortunate for him now, the PR that he's got on the results of Google research are not going to be positive. And the fact that he made mistakes, which was so, I felt like I was ice skating in his head. That's how much space I had, and not just once, and not just to him, but other people as well. But now, if you look for it was like then, and then you look now, it's only been 4 months, 5 months, probably a little bit longer, and you can see that how much of a crap storm he's created, and not just him, but the crampons as well, and the fact that they try to silence and try to intimidate me and silence me about me challenging them about packages and their integrity and honesty, and then I proved categorically that they received multiple parcels. The fact that I mean, we can go on until next year, and we would never get to the surface of all this. The fact of the
No.
matter is now is that they've got no legs to stand on now. The fact that the actual sentence invoice was mentioned, that they have to prove where all this money goes to now, because like hopefully someone who's got some common sense on Jeremy's side, maybe legally, or a friend of his, or someone who actually supports him, and goes, actual fact, we need to look into the federal RICO statute in regards of witness intimidation, because Bruce sent Shara Michelle, who was a witness and who was deposed before. He sent her an email on the 7th of January. And something else as well. Okay. Scott Stark, regardless if he was still allowed to do practice law, even if his license were out, his license was renewed on the 4th of the 10th, 2024. Okay.
I mean, exactly. What I mean, think about that. I mean,
How long?
that's like your doctor not renewing his license
Yeah.
to practice medicine. If he can't remember to renew his license to practice medicine, is that who you want your life in their hands?
Sarah Joy's here. Sarah Joy, I don't know about this fan club, but I have been hearing that they've created one. And this just, I mean, what else you want to say? It's basically, this is where anyone and everyone, yeah, I'm not going to say it because they will change their tactics. So I'm not going to say it. but I will.
It's just another thing to blow sunshine up their butt and make
Yeah,
them feel special and
yeah.
make them feel wonderful. I even heard they made John a mod in there, and I'm like, good gravy. I know, right? But hey, you
Candy.
know what? You know what? They more power to them. I say more power to them. If they want to have a place that they can go in and they can chit chat and they can talk,
Yeah,
more power to them. I want them to have a great time while they're in there. Have a ball. Just
yeah,
go in there and just communicate amongst yourselves. Leave us alone. Go and have your own little place, and
yep,
y'all will have a wonderful time. And I'm all for it. I think every one of them that supports Lynette needs to go in there and have a ball.
yep, yep. And the best thing is, I mean, all the trolls and the haters, um, because obviously we're going to be covering certain things now. Um, you're welcome to come in and sit in here and enjoy the warmth. But yeah, you've lost all attractions.
Yeah, that's why I have no. I had somebody ask me about the Two Leaves fan club today, and they were asking me about it, and I said, you know what? I have my group. Um, Tressa has another group. Tat has another group. Everybody has their own group. More power to you. If that's what you want to support, I'm all for it. Y'all go on in there, and just leave us alone. Let us have our own little space. Y'all go have your own little space, and
Yep.
I'm a happy camper.
Yep. I'm just reading something. If a lawyer is working pro bono, meaning they are providing legal services for free, they receive any payment, it would be considered a violation of ethical principle of pro bono work and could potentially face disciplinary action depending on the jurisdiction. Essentially, they are not supposed to get paid at all for the case taken on pro bono basis.
Right.
Ooh. And
But that me I do believe it, and everybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that that is for his fees. He can't get paid for his time. His time is he can't be paid for his time. For like let's say Randy charges, let's say Randy's $400 an hour. He can't get paid for
yeah,
those that $400 an hour.
yeah. And by the way, guys, just a quick reminder. Don't forget to go and have a quick look at the I forgot what I was going to say now. Have a quick look at the. Come on, brain, kick in. At the sorry, yeah, at the quick link above. I don't know if Eric's here or not, but go up, have a quick look at the link. We're trying to help him get the this mobility scooter. Okay, so if you want to support him and help him out, please do. Off you go, and just do your best. And yeah, just pay it forward or support him. If you don't have to, you don't need to. But anyone wanting to, please go ahead and do it. The link's at the top of the chat. Going back, I don't know. It's like this whole everything is just turning into a cesspool of hate and yeah, it's just an absolute. It's just really really stupid. It's really stupid, And because people have even taken a dislike to me, I find it very strange that like, well, okay, so I'm not going to change anything I do. I'm not going to change who I am. So you can either put up with it or take a hike, jog on, plod off you go. Um, because I'm going to be here when this court case kicks in, the federal one, and I'm going to be covering that. And I'm going to be covering it as a researcher and a advocate journalistic investigator. And I'm going to have my own comments and also for educational purposes because like everything that's happened here over the last 7 months, 8 months, right, should teach everybody one lesson. Do your freaking research before you employ a lawyer. Do your research on the lawyer you want to employ, right?
Well, I'm going to cover the federal case too, but I'm just going to cover it as a nosy woman.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I could try to make up some sort of thumbnails. Nosy lady, when you got
Yeah.
these, where you got these in the old days here in the UK, in the 70s and 80s, right? There used to be a comic book called the Beano, and it had like the Rogue Trooper in it. It had Dan, Dan Dare, and it had like different things in it. But there was also a little story about these two old ladies, and they would stand at the fence and they would talk to each other, right? And they would always complain about different things and stuff like that. And that's what the next thumbnail we should set that up. So
Yeah, I think that. Hey, look, what is this? We have a saying in the South: if you can't say something nice about somebody, come sit by me.
yeah, Jesus, I mean, the whole thing is just turning into. I mean, I get it. I like the tactic. I think it was a smart try, but they failed.
Yeah,
Because there's like you've got Jeremy supporters, you've got the supporters for the Crowbags, the Crampons, and the Swamp Thing, and you've got people who are misled or easy follow. They're easily convinced, and then you've got the people who really, really don't care about either side except the facts and the truth. And the fact that like you've got a lawyer who has been unprofessional from day one. You've got another lawyer who lets other lawyers use his name, even if they spell it wrong. And then you and then you've got the grifting and the hate campaigns and the character assassinations and it's this case is going to be it's going to be an eye opener.
oh yeah, oh yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, if nothing else, it has made people start getting involved in our judicial system. People that don't know their rights, people that don't know. Like I said, I think I told
Yes,
Slug this not too long ago. He was
Lisa.
doing some kind of thing, and I said, "Look," I said, "I tell you what you need to do." I said, "You need to go stand out there,
Uh,
and you need to ask people what's the five elements of the First Amendment." I said, "I guarantee you that you won't find five out of 100 that can list all five elements." And that's something that we in this country, and I say this because I was ignorant to it myself until I educated myself, but we don't know our rights. We don't know what the law allows us to do and what the law doesn't allow us to do. We think, and so therefore we think the law should accommodate our feelings, and it doesn't work that way.
yeah.
And that's the thing with the thumbnail case with Jeremy filming when he drives by the fence. It's all legal, folks. It's 100% legal.
I mean, this is what gets me, right? I mean, like, I don't care if people agree with me or not. I really don't care because at the end of the day, everyone's got a right for constructive criticism. But the amount of evidence that has been stacked up against Lynette and John Cook and Bruce and everyone involved in that, the amount of evidence that is now on record, it's public, and people will still try to fight and say, no, it's all made up, it's all this and all that. And it's quite concerning because look, I know that the pandemic caused some issue with people, but you cannot tell me that 5,000 plus people and people who listen to me, they listen to other people, they listen to Tug, Megan, and the Shizzy and the expert and everyone else involved, right? And they just believe what they hear. But what you need to do is put the facts and the proof out there, show proof, and like when you show proof, especially with like the lack of transparency with them lot, and then you show like an email sent to a witness without going through the council because he thinks that he can do what he likes, and we already know what he's like towards the female Homo sapien, the way he talks to
Right.
women. And Sarah's sitting there. She's only weeks ago she had a threat done towards her, you know, and bless her cotton socks, she still stands her ground and responds. But he's contacted her after she done that tempo. What is he trying to
Mm-hmm.
do? Psychologically intimidate her?
Exactly.
Yeah,
He should not be contacting her. She should go in, do the depot. He had a chance to ask her questions afterwards. Um, the only other contact he should have with her would be with whoever her legal representative is, if she
exactly.
has one. But he doesn't need to contact her at any other time.
But if you read that email, that wasn't him talking to her as a lawyer. Like I don't know if you can remember when I said that if you watch them two, they got like a. I'm not saying it's a physical relationship, but they had like a something going on, and they were talking. They were, you knew that they were talking to each other, but that was right at the beginning. And when I actually started watching Shower's videos and everything else, it dawned on me that he and the fact that when she mentioned that he shouted at her, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
And Shars told him not to contact her, so he doesn't need to contact her. If
yeah,
he contacts her, he needs to do it through the legal channels. He doesn't need to contact her personally, because you're right, that is intimidation. Because here you are as a regular person, you're witnessing a case,
yeah,
and you got the opposing attorney contacting you personally. It's bullshit.
yeah. I mean, like I've never experienced it myself, but I mean, I've been in a legal case where, my accountant, aka my lawyer as well, um, I received while I was sitting in his office, I received a phone call for I had something similar happen to me, and I just handed the phone over to him, and he just said, "Do not contact this number again. From now on, you will contact me, and I will then relay anything you have to say or request to my client." Bang! He just hung up. You know, and but the thing is, over here we have a law where we can remove the rights of access or communication. So that's telephonically, email, letter, in person, everything. We can remove that access, and we have that law over here. So
That's actually a really good. You should be able to do that. You should be able to say, "I don't want to talk to you. I don't want
I,
to hear." You have every right in this country to say anything you feel. I support it. My dad risked his life for it. My brother, my nephew, my great nephews, they all put their lives on the line for that right for you to say what you want to say. But I also have the right to not hear it.
yeah, I mean the thing is, but here's the problem: if it offends you, that's not the person who's saying what they're saying problem. That's your problem. If you can't, if you, one thing I've noticed over the last months, over the 5 6 months, probably longer, one thing I've noticed is that people can dish it out, and I put myself in the same under the same umbrella. People can dish it out, but they can't take their own medicine. Now, everything that I've done, I've got no problem with being criticized, because when I do get criticized about what I've said, I will always have a response to it, because I'm not offended when people have a go at me. What I'm offended about is the fact that they don't think before they speak. Like Bruce one night, he's going off on one. I mean, I'll see if I can find it. And the fact that he, as a professional lawyer, this is where I realize, one, I've got under this guy's skin, and two, if this guy's a professional, then I invented spacewalking. That's how,
Amen to that.
you know. Um, and I called him out on it, and he couldn't handle it. And I was just like, "You're a pleb, mate. You're a waste of rations. The best part of you ran down your mum's back." So it's
Hey, hey, look, there's a many a time that I've had to eat my crow with a nice Chianti and some fava beans.
oh
Okay,
god,
there's a many a time that I've had to do that, and I don't mind being called whenever I have done something I shouldn't do, because at that point I think about it and I go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. I'm sorry it came across that way. Maybe I didn't mean it that way, and it just came
Hmm.
across. I
No,
have no
perfect.
issue apologizing and saying that I did wrong. I have
Yeah,
no problem with that whatsoever.
yeah,
My problem is I do enough wrong. You ain't got to lie about me. If you tell the truth, that's enough right there. Trust me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect, but I tell you one thing: I will call anyone out on their BS, and I don't care. And he is the perfect example. I mean, you could richly watch what he was doing. I mean, you watch what he does on Facebook, and then you watched what he did on their platform. And the minute he got on that platform with that Michael Volpe, and I saw those books in the background with witch yoga and all that stuff, I knew that we were dealing with an absolute space cadet.
Mhm.
Someone who's out of his league and you can tell he's out of his league because he the fact that he actually sat in front of a magistrate and argued with the magistrate. I mean, what else proof do you need that this guy is so unprofessional that if you look in a dictionary under the word professional, you won't see him. But if you look under pleb, you'll see him with his thumb going. Yeah.
Well, my first interaction with him, calling him out, was whenever he said that he got he got put on the case by Larry Foreman. And I thought, huh, Maury says that's a lie. And everybody that lives in America knows who Maury Povich is. And he had that show and he would always say, that's a lie. And
Yeah.
he said, that's a lie. So, of course, that was my first time. My second time calling him out for being unprofessional was whenever he made the comment that Jeremy only had one testicle. And I thought to myself, my God, you are a bar certified attorney. At that moment, he changed my outlook on attorneys for the rest of my life
Mm.
because up until that point, I always thought attorneys were, they were real professional. These are really, most
I
of
did.
them are supposed to be educated
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You expect the man to be very, very professional in his mannerisms and things like that.
Uh,
I have yet to hear Randy talk about anybody's testicles yet.
yeah. I mean, Randy's quite funny actually. I mean, when you read his the question, I mean, Gail Judkins just put a very, very interesting comment in there. I'll read it out. I would not be surprised if the federal government has people watching all these streams. I hope they are. I really do hope they are, because this would then, I mean, technically, if they're not, why aren't they?
Exactly.
And and here's another thing: if they are watching this, why haven't they interjected or stepped in yet? The third thing is, why isn't there any newspapers or news channels covering this? Because Channel 20
because it's too
messy.
yeah, it is. It's too
Yeah,
messy. It's not cut and dry. It's not if news channels covered it, then they would be called out for being biased if they covered it one way versus another way. Just like Megan and Tug. I mean, Megan and Tug are trying to cover it as journalists, and they're being, raked over the coals
yeah,
because they're sharing their opinion based on what they have experienced, what they have seen. Journalism does not mean you have to cover everything
exactly.
from both sides of the coin. Journalism is what each and every one of us are as people. And I'll say America because I'm here. So in America,
In
every
America,
American citizen,
America,
America,
America, hoorah,
everybody in America
America,
is
motherfucker.
a member of the press. We are
Yeah,
all journalists. If
yeah,
you take a video of your family at Busch Gardens or
uh-huh,
at Disney World and you go on your Facebook page and you
uh-huh,
post that video and tell about your trip,
yeah,
that's journalism. You're disseminating it, you're sharing it with the people,
yeah,
you're sharing your experience. And that's what
yeah.
Megan and Tug are doing. Look, don't
Hallelujah.
make me hurt you.
Yeah.
Don't make me get your wife.
No, she's asleep. Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Mother lover. Yeah, mother lover. Yeah. No, but I mean,
Oh
yeah.
God, you tried to be American. That's like me trying to say a wall.
Do you know what? I swear to God, you Americanese are absolute clowns. Like, you seriously, this is right. I'm going to say this, and I don't really care if this upsets you or not. Why is it that you Americans, and then this is, and the reason I'm saying this is because every time I have been arrested by the grammar police and questioned because of my spelling, why is it that it's always an American? Can please someone from a different country arrest me or join the grammar police so I can be arrested by someone not American? Because you all think that you are so perfect with
We
your
are.
spelling and grammar. I mean, for Jesus Christ, you call football that, soccer. You call um, soccer, and you call American football. It's not. It's pansies running around in protective gear. And seriously, come on. I mean, really. And you want to have a go at me about a bottle of water?
Look, you say
Hmm.
we say potato and you say potato.
No, we say potato. You say fucking whatever you want that comes out your bloody mouth.
I say tater. We eat taters over here. We just leave that whole PO part off completely. We have
Uh,
taters. I lay my head on a pillar. You know, I open my window.
I mean, I've got a
I can't
friend.
laugh at nobody because we don't in the South. We have our own little language.
I mean, like I'd mentioned my friend who's a cop in Houston, and I served with him, and like, when he talks, sometimes he's got this. What's it? This chewing stuff in his mouth. Um,
Chewing tobacco.
yeah, and he'll talk like this, man. And I'm like, dude, I don't understand a freaking word. Can you get an interpreter, please? Can you go and get a terp? And you go, why? I said, because I can't understand. You're not even speaking American. You have invented a new language. Yeah. And all you hear is like that, and then you go, hi, I'm back. And I was like, oh, welcome back. Um, yeah, but
Hey,
it's
look, I know the South is bad. I'll be the first one to admit it. My kids, they do not have as strong an accent as I do, but they pay attention to what they're saying too. And when they're not, they'll fall into a little bit, but they tease me
basic
about it
cracking.
religiously. Religiously, they
Yeah,
tease me about it, especially words that have like W's in it. I have a really hard time with W's. Like I don't say world exactly right. Like the whole world. I don't say
world.
it exactly right.
It's world, darling. It's a silent R. World.
Yeah, I know it don't come out now. If I think about it, I can say that, and I can pronounce it correctly if I slow down. People think, look, everybody thinks in the South people talk real slow and we draw out everything we say. That's a lie. We are the fastest talking people you have ever seen in your life.
Yeah,
You would think it's a whole different language.
but it comes depends if you're talking shit or not, or doesn't matter.
It don't
Uh,
matter. We don't say homemade.
I
No,
mean,
nothing in this town is homemade.
I
It's
mean, the
not
thing is,
homemade. It's
if I
homemade.
if I would ever come down to your area, the neck of the woods, I'd be going, guys, you need to talk like this. Like what? Good morning to you. And then I would record it and then just play it and speed it up so I could actually understand what you. No, I'm a joke. No, but seriously, I mean, yeah.
But I know we're bad. I know we're bad about it. But and they do get on you about the grammar police. We in the South, we can't spell because we can't say it right. So there ain't no spelling that we can't do to hooked on phonics because we don't say it right to begin with.
Look at
So
Roshowa's comment. I beg your pardon. I don't know. Got me some good talking chillins.
yeah, look, I said something to Scott the other day. I Spawn the other day, and I said, there's youngins, and he's like, look, we can't talk about pew pews. I said, what pew pew? He said, you said something about, I said youngins. He said, that's what we call them. They're your youngins. Your children. That's your children.
Fucking rugrats. It's like, what? So, oh, you've got kids? No, rugrats. What? They're rats and they run around in the rug. Look at them.
All
What do you
right, little crumb
know?
crunchers.
I mean, I seriously. I mean, some of the terminologies I've seen and heard, it just, it's like my mama told me, box of chocolates is like life. You'll never
Like, what do
know
you
what you're.
fry with?
Huh?
If you fry something, what do you fry it in?
A fryer.
Yeah, but what do you put in that fryer to fry that food?
Cooking oil.
Yeah, see, we don't use that. We don't use oil.
That's why you have house fires in America. Because you
No,
make
we use
houses out of
oil.
freaking wood.
We use oil. We use oil. We use aluminum foil, not aluminium foil.
It is aluminium, not aluminum.
I know that's actually the correct pronunciation. I get that. I learned that from Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah. So Gordon
But
Ramsay
we
is now
use
suddenly the world's educational officer of English language. Oh
yeah,
my
look,
God.
because I thought the man was lying, right? Because he said whatever it is, aluminium, and I thought, no, wait a minute. There's no way that's how it's really said. And he was like,
You know,
we
do you
have
know,
oil.
do you know the best way to stop an American from saying aluminium?
Is try to get him to say aluminium.
No, just turn around and say, why don't you just say silver foil? And they're like, what? Silver foil. Damn, what's
But
that? Aluminium foil? What, you mean aluminum foil? No, aluminium. Yeah,
and in the South, every word has an er on the end of it. Like we have a tomato
yeah.
and a tater. You know, everything has an e for some, and I don't know why, but I guess maybe it's because we had a lot of Scottish when the South was first established and everything had a lot of Scottish immigrants, and that's where a lot of the Appalachian language came from was the Scottish immigrant. I mean, not Scottish immigrant, yeah, Scottish
Yeah.
immigrants and Irish immigrants, and it all got mixed up. But
Uh,
I've noticed everything has an er on the end of it. We put an er when it just doesn't even belong.
it's just like Canadians when they go, eh? Are you
Oh
okay?
my
Are
god.
you okay, eh? I don't
Yeah,
even hear it, and
and
I've
we'll
been to
go
Canada.
and we'll say stuff like, "You hear what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, in it.
Yeah, yeah, you hear me? Yeah, yeah."
Yeah. It's
And
like,
and of
oh,
course, everything is over there. Where's this at? It's over there. Well,
it's
where's
over
there?
there.
It's anywhere yonder ain't. If it ain't over there, it's over yonder. So it's in one of them two places.
Yeah, I mean, like the one thing I have been hearing is the word y'all. It's like you all, but fuck it, let's have a shortcut, y'all.
Yeah, right, y'all. Like y'all come on in here and do that. And we don't talk about people. We talk about folks. We got folks that live down yonder. And we got folks that live down there, and everything is down there. It's down there. Instead of there, it's down there. Down there. It's down there
Uh,
by the creek, and yeah.
can you
And,
imagine a
and I laugh
spelling?
at myself.
Can you imagine a spelling competition?
Look, let me tell you,
Oh
this.
god.
I have to tell you. Okay, so I did this in fifth grade. I was in the spelling bee. I had a really really hard time because I used to go to private school, and then in fifth grade, my dad he got laid off at the plant. He worked at the paper mill, and so we couldn't afford the private school anymore. So I had to go to public school. So here I go into public school now. My accent was so thick you could cut it with a knife. This is no lie. I mean, you could literally you could chop this thing up. So
Do you
when
know
I went
what I?
into public school, they didn't know what to do with me though. They didn't know what to do, so they put me in speech therapy, and they tried to teach me how to speak properly. How to pronunciate my words properly. So I had the word baloney, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, baloney. When I say baloney, we have baloney,
Yeah.
boloney, baloney.
Do you
But
know
that's
what?
not the correct pronunciation.
Do you know what?
So I
I'm gonna stop you right now. I just remembered what I wanted to say. That was part and parcel of why I was laughing so much. You know, when I've been calling people like plebs and wank stains and yogurt stains and everything else and cockwombles and
right.
wobblegobs and stuff. Someone posted the word cockwomble in the Facebook group today. So, just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a bad influence. It's not my fault when
Yes, you
people.
are. Yes, you are. Cause I couldn't even say that right. I kept saying a cock wobble, and I said, "What's that cock wobble?" And you were like, "It ain't cock wobble. It's cock womble, womble." And I went,
Yeah.
"Okay." And I'd say it again, cock wobble. But the only way I could spell baloney, and even to this day, the only way I can spell baloney is by singing that song. The Oscar Mayer song, and I have to go bologna. And so to learn to spell certain words, my mother would teach me to sing them.
So I
Are
could
you
spell them because I couldn't pronunciate them.
okay? My pretty, are you catching up for the last since the last stream? Because Jesus Christ, I can't keep up.
Just welcome to my mind, folks. Welcome to my mind. This is where it goes during the day.
I'm getting where am I getting, Gail? Where am I getting? No way, you are getting there quick. Where am I getting? Well, I can't go to hell because I've got a restraining order from Satan, so I can't go anywhere near that place.
You are a bad influence because I told somebody that the other day.
I was wondering why my ears were burning.
But it is funny. And of course, I live in the northern part of North Carolina, so people around here don't really have a very strong accent like I have
Yeah.
because I'm
Is it,
from the mountains. And so, of course, I still stand out.
okay, now let me ask you a question. Now, Cajun, the down at New Orleans, that around that area, they've got a very, very interesting accent.
Well, it's because they've mixed Southern and French together, and so that's a whole different thing. There's no question in your mind if somebody's from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And most people from the South, they can tell you what state you're from. I I was working at my job and I had to make a call for a service call one time. And this guy answers the phone and this guy's talking and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. He sounds entirely too familiar to me. And the way he was saying things, I said, where are you from? And he said, "Oh, you'll never know." He said, "I'm from North Carolina." I said, "I know you from North Carolina. That's not a question, but where in North Carolina?" And so whenever he told me, come to find out, it was my cousin that I hadn't seen in like 8 years.
Get the
But and he lived in Florida and I lived in Virginia. But instantly I knew what city he was from. I knew instantly. And it's that way. People from the South, you can tell if they're from Kentucky,
uh,
Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi. You can tell how the person talks, what state they're from. Each state in the South has a different dialect. They each have a different dialect. It's completely different no matter what state you go to. It's that way up north too. I mean, if you go to Boston, everybody's got to get in a car. You know, let's go get in a car. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's a car? So they're different than people in Maine. Of course, is totally different than people in Boston. It's just it's weird like that. It's hilarious.
I just think that, like, for the record, I am not going to stop saying Americanese
That's
because
okay. I say Wellanese. That's what you speak, Wellanese.
yeah, absolutely. Wellanese.
That's
And
right,
no, wait a minute.
Wellanese.
No. You have to say Wellanese and go.
Yeah. And you're saying you're not a bad influence. I didn't know nothing about that till you told me about all that.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, I told her about that. Do you know what? When us Welshmen walk down the road and we see more than 5 sheep in a field, it's a brothel. And
And
then
I'm that person that will ask those questions. Like I had this one lady, she had these real long fingernails. I mean, like these, they come all out and they curved over and stuff. And
yeah,
she was standing in front of me in the grocery store, and I sat there and looked at her fingernails, and I thought to myself, "No, don't say it. Don't do it." And I thought, "No, I got to." So of course, I had to ask her the question everybody else wanted to know: How do you wipe your hind end? I want to know how you do it because I mean, I don't have fingernails, and sometimes it can get messy. So I wanted to know how she did it with them things on. And the lady just started laughing. She said, I've never had anybody have enough guts to just come up and ask me that question. I'm
oh,
like, yeah, but
oh no,
I want to know.
I mean, God, I went into, God, this was a while back, actually, talking about fingernails. And I went in because I had to go to, what do you call it, phone, like where you can get cell phones and all that, because I wanted to get the earpods.
Right.
I walked and I saw this shop where you can buy like sausages, Greg's, there you go. And I walk into Greg's, and the lady behind the counter, she had these fingernails. I swear to God, they must have been about 2-3 inches long. And she was like, the way she was holding stuff. And I don't know why I did it. I'm just standing there in the queue waiting. And I said to this lady in front of me, and like we're out joking away and having a laugh and all that. And I went, "Oh, hey, by the way," and she went, "What?" I said, "Hey, look, it's Freddy Krueger's sister." And she just burst out laughing. This woman turned around and she went, "Excuse me?" And I went, "Are you related to Freddy Krueger?" And she went, "Why?" I said, "For those fucking things, you must be." And that was it. The whole shop just started laughing. Well, even she was laughing, and we just cracked on. And the best part was I got myself some sausage rolls and a mint and a Cornish pasty. Turned around and walked out, and I got about 20 meters away from the shop and realized I hadn't paid for them, so I walked back in.
All right, what's a pasty? Okay, we call a pasty. That's what we call it, a pasty. That's something
No,
that
you
you
call it
wear
a
over your boob.
pastry.
Okay, a pastry. Gotcha. Because a pasty in our neck of the woods is something you wear over your boob. It's a pasty. You just stick it on there so that you can wear a shirt without a bra and everybody don't know you're a girl type thing. And
No,
that's what we call a pasty. But I never heard of a
no,
pasty.
a Cornish pasty. A Cornish pasty. Let me, excuse me, let me just, 1 second.
But everybody knows what a pasty is, right? I mean, the stripper, she's up there, she's got pasties on. We all know what that is. She just pastes them things on and goes on about her business.
No, Mitch, when I walk past a field with more than 5 sheep, it's a brothel. And if it's more than 15, then it's a community center. Anyway, um, I forgot what I was going to say now.
I do that to you a lot, don't I?
No, I was going to say something. Oh, shit. It's on the tip of my tongue as well.
Well, if you don't know, how are we
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to know?
Right, Cornish pasty. Right. Okay. Let me for you Americanese and for anyone else who the English language is too hard to use the actual Queen's English, Queen Elizabeth first. Anyway, right. A Cornish pasty was designed by accident in the old days, 17th, 18th century. Wives would make breakfast and food for minus, but due to the dust and everything else, a lot of food got contaminated, with coal and everything. And one day, this woman she was baking a pie, but it failed. And basically, she's just folded it over and then just crimped one side of it. The husband decided to say, "Oh, I'll take that to work and I'll eat it." And basically, what he did, he sat in the mine and he ate everything and left the crust that on the Cornish pasty. So what happened is that after a while, it would start from the left and work its way all the way to the right. You would get, spicy food. You'd have jam in it. So you'd have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's where the Cornish pasty and the crimped side of it. So you got the non-crimped and then the crimped side, half moon. They would hold that because they're dirty hands. And what they would do, they would hold the crimped side of it, eat the pasty, and then throw the crimped side away.
Oh,
And what
see, we
you
call that a pot pie.
hmm,
That's what we call a pot pie. Like a
let me
chicken pot pie, it's the same. It's the same. Thought there process, but we call that a pot pie. Like we have chicken and dumplings, but if you go up north, they have chicken and pastry,
right.
and it's the same thing. But we call that a pot pie, where all your goodies inside of that pie. Pie's got a bottom and a top, and it's crimped on the sides. That's what we call a pot pie.
Okay, just bear with me a sec. I'll show you what I mean. Where am I?
Or either my grandmother used to make apples,
Right,
but she
this here,
she called that an apple fritter.
right, this here is the original Cornish pasty, right? And as you can see on the top here,
Uh huh.
right, that there is where you would hold the Cornish pasty, yeah, right,
That's
and then
actually really a cool idea. I mean, the reason behind it's actually
yeah,
really cool.
right, yeah. So basically, you would eat all this here. As you can see, if you look in the edge, it's like it's two pieces. So you
Uh huh.
the miners would hold it there, or the miner would hold it that on that piece there, and then he would eat this bit here. And this was like 2.5, 3 inches thick and
Mhm.
about 4 inches wide. I mean, Cornish pasties would be from the size of a baseball mitt down to just like a decent meal. And then the rest of this was either given to the birds, like because in mines in them days they would have little birds,
Right, to tell about the oxygen.
oxygen gas, yeah, and so they would feed the birds with that, and yeah,
Well, that's
so
I mean, that's a cool idea to know that's how it, all came about, and it may be the reason why, in the South, I mean, we call it, like I said, something like that. We call it a fritter, but it's the same identical setup. But a lot of people were in the mines here too, like in the coal mines and in the gold mines and stuff like that. So it's got to be from the same principle that it came.
yeah,
It's got to be from the same principle.
and
Well,
also
darling, this has been fun, but I got to get ready and get off from here.
okay, doke. Well, I'm going to call it a night as well, but not yet. I'm going to just finish off a couple of things, have a chat with the beautiful people in the stream.
All right, well, you go do your thing, guys. I'll
Yeah,
talk to you
and don't
tomorrow.
forget.
Thanks for spending some time with me. I really enjoyed it. And anybody, if you're not involved in the Facebook group, come hang out in my playground. Come hang out in Otter Creek, Tubetown. We'd love to have you. It's a lot of fun. It's not just
Absolutely.
about Jeremy and stuff. We do all kinds of fun stuff. We post funny memes. We post funny things. We play games. We do stuff.
It's a
We talk
scary
crap
place.
about people. Yeah, it can be. Come on
It's
over
a
and hang
scary
with us.
place. Make sure you carry your wallet in your front pocket. Yeah.
Exactly, because you never know what's going to happen over there. That's for
Yeah.
damn sure. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.
Take care, sweetheart.
All right, bye, darling.
Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. And there you go. Man, now I'm free. Now I can speak. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm only joking. That was fantastic to have my pretty back on. Um, yeah, that was fun. That was fun, and especially with everything that's going on. So, guys, I'm going to I'm going to repeat what I said about the Facebook group. Just what page? Cynthia, it's called Otter Creek Tubetown. Otter Creek Tubetown. It's you got both sides in there. People will do communicate in their own way, but it's actually quite a good group. It's the complete opposite of the fake group, the hate group. But yeah, I do say, for some people, you guys need to just step away from the computer, seriously. Also, um, you know, guys, go and check out the link regards of our friend Eric. You know, go and check it out. Go and have a read, and go and show your go and show your support. Even if it's $1 or $2 or whatever. And whoever to everyone else, who have already donated. Thank you so much for what you've done. All right, but the link's at the top of the chat, and don't forget. Okay. I'm going to try and make sure that link is in my streams every time I stream, because I believe in supporting all veterans, just regardless of what. So, yeah. I don't know what to say now. It's been fun. It's been absolutely. So I'm gonna quickly come and join you guys in chat and read your messages, and let's have a look. Spawn, I do have a question for you on my doc. I'm not. Wait, what? On doc, I am not going to bother main people, but I thought if asking questions to locals if they want about issues of any questions you'd like me to ask. I don't know what you mean with that, but if you want to ask questions, then ask questions, guys. You can. Here's the thing. Yeah, you're not just in here to listen to me or to my pretty or anyone else. You're here to interact with each other as well. I forgot to mention I am part of 2 groups, guys. Otter Creek Spelling and a Sweet Tea and Otter Creek Tubetown. So come and join both and they're both on Facebook. There you go. That's from Miss Pretty, my pretty Miss Pretty, my pretty. So basically, you guys are here to communicate with each other as well. I'm not going to, say you can't, but you can. And yeah, there you go. Right. So I am now paying attention to chat. I do apologize. I didn't pay attention to chat before. I do watch it, but sometimes I do miss stuff. So my apologies. And to all the trolls and the haters out there, take a break, have a Kit Kat, come back tomorrow. You probably will, but that's beside the point. I don't care. Right. Because it's all about the views. I don't know what it was, but my views are unbelievable. But thank you again. Thank you very much. Tammy, hello. I like that when someone goes, hello. And you're like, hello. How are you? I am okay. How are you? I'm fine. Yeah. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Welcome. Cajun Joe, no sure it sounds like you're going to have one hell of a couple of domain. You best send me an invite, fucking Cajun brother from another mother up. I might just have to take it, drive to Tennessee. How the hell did I know that's Tennessee? Oh man, I'm getting too Americanized here. I'm getting way too Americanized. I need to start. I need to run in a field with Velcro gloves. Yeah. Oh yeah, what a night! What a night! Yeah, I totally forgot about that post. The fact that someone actually made a post of the word cockwomble. Wow, that's fucking hilarious. That is funny. Yes, I do apologise for swearing. It slips out once in a while. The swearing, I mean. Was it? No. Did you hear about the playing that? Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. That looks like it had a medical symbol on it. Oh, wow. Yeah. So the FAA and NTSB are investigating. Okay. Wow, that's now two accidents in close proximity of each other. I mean, in time, not distance. That is so bad. I mean, what the heck is going on? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've just seen it. The medical. That is insane. Jesus, what is this planet coming to? And then you got people on these platforms on Facebook whining and complaining and minging and seriously. Wow. Anyway, guys, I would like to love you and leave you. I would like to thank everybody for the support and for being who you are. I would like to thank everyone for coming up and visiting. And thanks very much for all the trolls and the haters out there. Thank you for your view and thank you for being a fan. And I just want to just show you. No, it'll be a surprise. Actually, I'll leave it. What am I doing? Bang, there you go. Because I've got that one at the end. I've got that one, and that one. I should have used that a couple of times when I lost fort. There you go. But, I like to say thank you very much for everybody. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to, you want to hang out and all that, you're more than welcome to hang out. And things are going to get looking up. We're back to our normal program again. So we're going to be doing film reviews and everything else. And in the next couple of days, there'll be some more games going up. And I think I'm going to put a vote up sometime next week. Crawfish season. Oh, right, okay. Sometime, another great. Thank you very much, oh my God, I appreciate that. And then at sometime next week, I probably might do like a couple of hours of just gaming. I don't know if it'll be a truck simulator or something else, but we'll see what happens. And then we'll just carry on as normal. And remember, it takes less facial muscles to smile than to frown. And always remember one thing: a smile a day keeps the weird fuckers away. All right, so remember that. And remember that, like, the prestigious award of Stop Reproducing goes to the people who like to, put up posts of random stuff. And, I mean, who cares about Bruce Matskin? I mean, who really does? The guy, I doubt. Like, I'm still sticking to my comment. I doubt very much he's going to have a legal license to practice law after all this. So, again, much love, much respect. Thank you again, guys, for spending the time here, and I hope that you've enjoyed yourself. If you haven't, see the management, and take care of yourselves. And on that note, you now have 2 minutes to get your belongings and make your way to the exit. And look forward to the next stream, because that's going to be a good one. Thank you very much, Aussie Jen. Appreciate it. Yeah. So take care, guys. See you soon.